Entity clearing is one of the most important things when it comes to being a medium, a channel, a psychic, and mastering all of that. And the reason being is as you step into your psychic abilities, you expand your awareness and expand your consciousness, right? And as we are doing this, we become aware of all things, not just the pretty, happy, fluffy things or talking to lovely spirit. We become aware of everything. Now, this is why when we start having an awakening, we can start getting spooked and a little bit scared or getting energetically attacked or feeling like someone is watching us because we are becoming more aware. Now, there's so many mediums. There's actually too many mediums out there that are not using entity clearing. But this is actually my number one fundamental when it comes to teaching my magnificent mediums. And the reason being is because as you're expanding, as your awareness is growing, as you're becoming more conscious, you're going to see so many things. And you may be like me and do a lot of galactic traveling to different planets to work with different lineages and different beings. And you must be able to be in your awareness and to be able to entity clear very quickly. Okay. So when I was awakening, I was getting energetically attacked, like I've spoken to you about. I felt like I was being watched. I felt like there was kind of like dark energies and situations. I could feel it all, and I could feel it like to my bones. And I was kind of scared, right? So the protection, like we spoke about in our first video, is super important. But of course, entity clearing is so important because we need to make sure we are working with high vibrational and high frequency beings. Now, we can be aware of low frequency and low vibrational beings. It doesn't mean we need to play with them. It doesn't mean we even need to acknowledge them. So what I do is something very important. And it's a very, very simple clearing I'm going to share with you. Now, I know somebody who charges $250 to say this statement and to clear somebody in a few seconds. And I'm going to share this with you now. Here it is. I command any inorganic beings to release their hold and step away from me now. I just want you to notice how you feel. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel heavier? Do you feel like you've shrunk, or do you feel more expanded? I command any inorganic beings to release their hold and step away from me now. I like to do the little snap because that, again, is an anchor to know my body and to know that my spirit teams are helping me in this entity clearing. Now, it's so important to have your aura clear. It is so important to keep expanding. Remember from the first step, you are the strongest entity in your reality, and being an entity clearer is a huge part of being a medium and mastering your psychic abilities. So I want you to write down your own entity clearing statement. You can use the one I've shared with you today. You can jot that down, or you can write your own one. And maybe you have a little bit of a click with it. Maybe you have a different, something different. Maybe you put your arms down and out, or maybe you flick the energy down to the earth to transmute it. And we must acknowledge that when we are clearing entities away from our own energetic space, we are also inviting them to go to the source light, to source consciousness, to be healed. Okay, there's so many different entities, which I'm not going to get into, but just trust that anything that is not in alignment with you will step away. And if you want to go deeper into that, of course, in Magnificent Mediumship, we go deeper into the different types of entities, but it's not necessary for entity clearing. Just having that intention to clear the entities is strong enough.